My name is Bjorn. I work for the Danish Board of Technology as a Deputy Director. I'm also the Global Coordinator of Worldwide Views. The Danish Board of Technology has worked with technology assessment and participatory methods for many years, since '85. In particularly, we are internationally renowned for our methods for citizen participation.
Climate and energy?
Yes. We organize together with the UNFCCC and Mission Publique and the French National Commission for Public Debate, a global citizen participation project on climate and energy. The idea was to engage citizens all over the world in giving their views on the policy issues to be negotiated at the COP. So what we did in Worldwide Views is that we worked with partners in what we call the Worldwide Views Alliance all over the world. Each of those partners organized a citizen consultation in their country, following the same guidelines that we developed, answering the same set of questions and receiving the same information material. So this material delivered facts about the negotiations, but also different opinions on the different policies that were being negotiated. So on the same day, on June 6, 2015, around 10,000 citizens convened around the world, at least 100 in each country. So they went through the same process on that day, sitting in groups and discussing a set of issues. After deliberating, they voted individually, and the results were then immediately uploaded to a web page where you can compare the opinion of citizens around the world, one country to another, different economic groupings to another. And the results were then presented at press conferences with Christiana Figueres in Bonn, at the UN General Assembly, to the negotiation groups, at the Bonn negotiations, to media, at the COP in Paris and so on. I mean, the results show a quite interesting trend in that citizens from the north and south more or less agree on all issues. So, for example, to a question of do you want your country to reduce emissions even if others don't? A vast majority of citizens answered yes, and that included countries also in poor regions of the world. So everyone agrees that something should be done. Another answer or another question was that I think it's around 80% of citizens worldwide see measures to fight climate change as an opportunity to improve the quality of life and not as a threat to the quality of life. And that tells us that this whole narrative of seeing the transition as an opportunity has won around the world, and this is important information for the politicians. It is really important because more and more policy making is going global in scale. At the national level and some regional levels, you have different policy mechanisms for including citizens in policy making. At the moment, you don't have any at the global negotiation level. You have NGOs, you have stakeholders, businesses and so on. They have found ways to interact with the negotiations, but there are no mechanisms in place to facilitate a dialogue with ordinary citizens about the policies to be implemented. There's an article in the convention, Article 6, talking about awareness, education and participation. But the way it's been implemented in practice is mainly through stakeholder involvement. So we see a real need for dedicating a space in the negotiation to strictly lay citizen participation. This is not existing at this moment. And also there's the problem that too much interaction with ordinary citizens is of an educational and awareness-raising nature. So it's in many ways it is lecturing. But what is lacking, we think, is also to let citizens themselves be involved in a dialogue about what should happen. We have now talked with the UNFCCC about continuing our collaboration, and we are hoping to be able to organize a new worldwide views in 2018 on the NDCs called Worldwide Views on Climate Contributions. So what we would like is for citizens around the world to have a clear understanding of what are the NDCs that are being submitted from their country and what do they think about those, what do they think about the level of ambition, giving them the opportunity to compare their country's ambition with other countries and other countries in the same income group, in the same region and so on, and then give some input to their politicians about what they think is a fair level of ambition.